There used to be a big curly birch here. It's kind of like standing like this. I didn't have to cut it, so when it fell, it was kind of like fell in my lap, like you should use this wood. But that was the first time I saw the patterning and the figuration in a fallen tree. We're here now at Visavuori, the now museum, home and atelier of Emil Wikström. And I've had the privilege of spending my summers here at the summer cottage right next to the museum. It's changed. Trees have gone up and trees have gone down. There's many different types of curly birch. So the curliness is actually, it's a genetic mutation that happens inside the seed. The genetic mutation causes what I've kind of understood it to be as a stress that happens in the tree. It has to work harder to go up in the normal direction that trees would go. So often curly birches are quite low and they don't grow very wide, which means that the wood that you get from these trees is often quite limited in dimensions. Which in my pieces, I wanted to kind of work with the wood as it is in the tree. Actually, this side was cut with the bandsaw, so it's still quite rough. And then I started trying to plane to see if it was still usable. Because it's so expensive, you try and find all the little pieces that could be used. I stumbled across the kind of science part of it, and in one paper there was X-ray images of the cell structure. And to me that really looked like it was weaving. People kind of learn things or think about things through these metaphors, and that's definitely how I work. I find a key metaphor, and then it just somehow allows me to access or find the next step. If this is woven, okay, great, then we can work with that. I remember going to the museum all the time after I decided to work with visakoivu. Seeing stuff from that time period was definitely a kind of inspiration. I guess I'm drawn quite often to collectives or movements. I mean, Emil was part of this group of people who were trying to make this Finnish identity. And in that case, there was kind of a certain material that they were trying to express similar ideas with, and they all did it in different ways. I can be kind of content with the pieces that I've made, that they're somehow part of that longer story, that there's like a heritage that I get to participate in. I like that it somehow visually doesn't fit the mold. And that it's so not the ideal tree, but it is somehow one of the most beautiful pieces of wood.